this is Caleb with DSLR Video Shooter, and today we are doing another Portabrace case review. Now this thing is massive. This right here is the Portabrace Large Rig Camera Case. Now this thing is designed so that you could drop your entire camera package, rig, all completely built into a case and hit the road. So no more screwing around with taking the handles off, removing batteries, taking the camera out of the cage, taking the top handle off. The idea is whatever you shoot with, you can drop in this bag and go. So obviously the space I'm in, I can't really show you this down here, so I'm going to be jumping out and we're going to take a close look at the bag. Then we are going to fill the bag with gear, and I'm going to show you just how much stuff you can fit in this thing. So the way we're going to do this review is we're going to go over some of the goodies that come with the rig case. Then we're going to go over the rig case, all the features, all the secret hidden away pockets, all of the good stuff there, and then we're going to actually pack this thing and we're going to fill it with everything I need to shoot an episode of DSLR Video Shooter on the road. And it's pretty amazing what you can get in this thing. Now I love Pelican cases. They're really tough. You can do a lot with them, but at the end of the day, their form factor is more small compartments where you fit various pieces of gear. So it's really difficult to use those for rigs and things like that. And even if you did, you would have to use the pluck foam or get custom foam. And the second you change your rig setup, it's very difficult to use them because you have to start all over again. This case is awesome because it is soft, it's huge, so really anything you throw at it, it's going to fit. Another thing I love about this case is how light it is. It's actually about the same weight as one of my smaller Pelican cases. So really, really light, and it's not a hard case, so it's not a perfectly rigid case. It is softer. As you can see here, I'm squeezing it and bending it a little bit, but at the same time, somehow Portabrace has figured out a way to make it incredibly rigid. So here you see me shaking it around. It's very, very light, but I can set it down and I can climb on this thing, and I'm kind of a big boy, about 190 pounds, and I can easily kneel on this and kind of hop up and down. It's very rigid, so you don't have to worry about this thing collapsing. It's not a cheap canvas bag. This thing is a beast. As for pricing, this case is under $500. There's several different options depending what you want to get along with the case. The one I got with all the goodies we're going to look at in a second was $473. At any time, check below this video if you're on DSLRvideoshooter.com, or below in the description, and you'll find links to everything I'm mentioning, all the gear that we're going to pack in the bag and all that good stuff. So all that aside, let's go ahead and jump into what comes with the case. Obviously, you get the case itself. There's an option with or without wheels. If you get wheels, you can remove them easily. I highly suggest you get the wheels if possible. They're all terrain, they're awesome. And if you don't want them, you can remove them. But because this case is so big, it's really nice to have wheels with that big handle. Now, for goodies, you get a couple different things. First, you get 2 lens cups. I love these things. I have tons of them, and they're great for anything and everything. Obviously, you can use them for lenses, and that's kind of what the form factor is here. But I love to use them for other stuff too. So as we'll see a little bit later when I pack this, I like to use these little ones for batteries. In this one, I'm using an audio transmitter. I have another little one for my audio receiver. And then this one I'm using for batteries. So I've got a C100 charger and a C100 battery. That's everything I need for batteries when I go shoot in one little case, which is really cool. On the back of these things, you'll notice there's a belt loop, which I don't really use much, and as we'll see later, on the bottom they're Velcro. So what I like to do, instead of having this belt loop covering that up, I like to offset it just a little bit so that Velcro is exposed. Then this thing will stick at the bottom of the case. The entire interior of this case is the soft side of the Velcro, so any rough Velcro is going to stick in there, which is awesome. Moving right along, another thing you get with the case is this little rectangle, and it's really nice and soft, really cushy. And this is designed, again, it has tough Velcro on the bottom. This is designed to go in the case, and then when you stick your camera in there, a lot of cameras, the lens is higher than the body. So if this is the lens, the base of the camera is right here. So when you set it down in a case, it tends to flop forward. So this goes underneath the lens so your camera stays nice and level and isn't wobbling around or putting stress on the lens in the case. Nice little feature, comes with all the different setups. Another accessory is a divider. Got rough Velcro, so this thing can go right in the middle. I usually do a kitty corner or a diagonal setup, but it is nicely flexible, so you can kind of form it around gear if you need to. Great little piece, really durable, and then there's soft Velcro throughout the whole divider, so you could add other Velcro items if you wanted to this. And next up is this little lens holder. So this thing is a long piece of, what do we call this? Nylon, a nylon strap, and trying to figure out how to explain this best, but you have this little Velcro, rough Velcro, so this can go on the sides or the bottom or the top of the case, and then you have these two straps that attach to each other, creating a loop. So the idea with this is if you had the camera on one half of the case and you wanted to keep it from rocking around or rolling around, you could attach this little flat section to the side of the case, so the case wall, and then you could wrap this strap around your lens, and that would hold the lens and the camera off onto the wall. I use this to wrap around the handle of the C100, which we'll see in a second. So another nice little thing. If you don't like to use it for that kind of stuff, I've actually used this to hold light stands together. So really, really tough, very strong Velcro. So it's really nice to have this coming along with the case. You also get a nice big white card with the case. I seem to have lost mine, but it has a nice little loop and a great little device for checking your white balance. So it's really slick that they added that in with the case. So that does it for the accessories. Now let's get over to the case and we'll get a nice wide shot. We'll dive into all the nooks and crannies and all the features of this massive case. Next, let's go ahead and pack this thing, and I'm just going to do an overhead shot, and we're going to go ahead and start throwing gear in here and see how much we can fit into this thing. So there you have it. That is the Portabrace Rig Case. This is one particular model. This is the large one. There are a ton of different models and different accessories that come with them. So definitely check out Portabrace's website. You can also find a lot of this stuff at B&H and lots of good information there. I'll have links to all that stuff in the description. Thank you for watching. If you're looking for more gear reviews and tutorials, definitely check out DSLRTVshooter.com. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.